How you doing, guys? Welcome to Alakazooted, and today we are back again with another round of that Destined Rivals Looster Box action. We got them 36 loose packs. Hopefully better than a booster box. So far, each time has been better than a booster box, and we are going to see if we can do that yet again 3 times in a row with Destined Rivals. Before we do, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. We're going to have fun. We're going to sit. We're going to get into a little story time. You know, I can't even talk. I'm excited, man. We've been having just crazy hits with this set, and I'm just hoping that we can do this again because, you know, this is a lot of loose packs, and the Looster Box, you know, is just irresistible. It's the gamble. Let's go. Let's go right into it. I'm going to start right away. First pack. Let's see if we can get some first pack magic. We got that Mewtwo pack. Let's see if we can get that Mewtwo. Whether the full art or the SIR, that's what we need. Let's see if we can get it. We got the Carbink, Rellor, Floatzel, Combuskin, Tallow. Oh, we got cooked on the first pack. No first pack magic. So, yeah, so like I said, we'll get into some story time, stuff like that at some point, you know, once we get into a few of the first packs and see what kind of start we get to this set. You know, we got the Larvitar, the Beldum. Oh my goodness, Matang, and a Ho-Oh EX. Man, I would love to see the Ho-Oh. The Ethan's Ho-Oh in this set is absolute madness. It's probably one of my top cards. Like, that's probably one of my top chases in this. You know, I've gotten a couple of my other ones, so that's a big one for me. You know, there's just so many good ones in this that I want, and that's why I'm doing the master set, because I just need to know. I need to see all the cards. I need them in my possession. I want to get some graded too. Like, I want some really dope cards from this set graded. I gotta really do that. I think I sent away only one Mewtwo EX, and I don't even think it's from the set as much as it's just a promo from one of the boxes, just because I thought it was cool looking. But man, I gotta get some extra hits from this set and try to really grade some of them. Oh man, we're getting cooked so far in the start of this set. Only one EX card, and the other packs have been nothing. So Destined Rivals, man, hopefully they're just sleeping on this one. They're just taking a rest because they just had too many hits, you know? They have to breathe for a second, and then it's gonna deliver towards the end, maybe. That's what it is. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're just gonna fake us out for a little while. A little Mabo Stiff EX, a little tease. A little tease pool. Tease pool, not a cheese pool. A tease pool, guys. Come on. You know, I might have said it weird, but I'm pretty sure I said tease pool. I don't know why right away, because it rhymed, you know. I thought I might have said cheese pool, but you know. So, I don't know if anybody watching this is still in school or anything like that, or if, you know, you played Pokemon when you were in school, if you're a little bit older and you're watching these, you know. But I, of course, brought my Pokemon cards to school when I was young and stuff, and I was buying cards at a card shop, well, comic card shop kind of deal, you know, in my area at the time when I was young. And, you know, obviously when I got older and into high school and stuff like that, and then later on in life, you know, I didn't go as much to any card shops and stuff. Most of the stuff I did was online and big box stores if I bought anything, you know, randomly. Or I would be at a Barnes and Noble and see some big collection box, you know, especially during XY Evolutions time, and I'd buy a bunch of those because I thought they were super nostalgic, you know, which apparently now everybody likes, but they didn't like at the time, so I was able to get a bunch of them back then. You know, when I went in storage, I found a bunch of the empty boxes, well, filled with bulk, but the boxes from a lot of those collections, you know, so I got tons of bulk XY, you know, era stuff. It's kind of weird that we're ending Scarlet and Violet off, by the way, with black and white, right? What is that? I'm a little confused, but there's that. That's a little odd. Another Moltres EX. What's going on? Are we gonna get a lot of doubles? There is that risk. We can get nothing but duds. Oh wait, this isn't it. We got a Ho-Oh the first time. Thought we got a Moltres peeking out of there. My bad. I forgot already. Ridiculous. But speaking of school, right? We had a high school right next to the tattoo shop, right, in the inner city. And it was the main high school there. It's the high school, you know, in Trenton that Jay-Z went to, right? Like, I don't know if you remember any quotes from Jay-Z, like, South Trenton grew me, whatever, you know, but that's apparently the school he went to. But this school had its own daycare, its own little police substation. Like, the area had like a almost 40% dropout rate by like 9th grade, right? And when school would let out, the cops would close off the road in each direction and have cops stationed on every corner because the kids would like near riot every day. Especially if it's hot out and nice out, kids be going buck wild, you know? And you would see and hear some of the craziest things, right? You would see fights, you know? Kids were fighting. I remember one time, right, these kids were fighting, and the one kid ran into the shop, right? And as he ran into the shop, before he could even turn around, a cop had ran in behind him, and as he turned around, cop clotheslined him right over the front bench. Boom, kid does like a full backflip, hits the ground. Cop pulls up his little noodle body and tosses it out the front door, and then goes back out to the like riot going on outside, right? It's just madness, dude. Like, all the time, it was just problems. Like, people jumping on somebody's car, throwing a bike at somebody, you know, some crazy stuff. Everybody fighting in the alleys, you know. But I remember one time this kid, right, because the whole school was still like an old-ass school. And, like, my grandfather, you know, he worked, and he was like a contractor with the schools. So, like, he would, like, throw a bucket of ice water on me at, like, 5 in the morning and make me go to that gym there in the morning to work out with him. Dondozo EX, all right. Another EX card. Not many good pulls so far, just EXs, but we'll see how this goes. And, like, this school was always run down. There's bullet holes in the door, the whole deal, right? But, like, he don't care. He likes that, like, grunginess, you know? He's been bodybuilding since he was, like, 14 or something, you know? He's all into it. And he likes like that, like prison yard looking stuff, right? But like they would have this crazy iron spiked gate around the school, right? And like kids wouldn't want to sit there and go around to the main gate entrance, right? So people would try to jump the gate. And this kid jumped the gate and got caught one time, and his arm went like, the spike went right through his arm, and he was just hanging by it, you know? And my man's just hanging by the thing. So I grabbed my camera at the time because I had saved up a bunch of money working. And I bought one of them like over the shoulder, like big HD cameras early in the 2000s. You know, like, so I busted out like we were independent journalists, and they let us over there. And we're filming this kid right across. And he's like right across from the hospital, which like is so run down. It's the hospital I was born at, but now it's like a private heart place or something like that. Like, because you know, they had to like privatize and downsize a bunch of times and all this stuff, you know. Boom, Mewtwo EX. Oh, we got it. Damn. I was saying it in the beginning, and we got it, boys. Hell yeah. That is awesome. What a great looking card, dude. Yeah, so, man, what an awesome card. What a great hit. See, story time, it brings out the fire in Destined Rivals, you know? I sit there, I tell a weird story, some weird craziness about things, you know, growing up, and bam, here comes Destined Rivals, like, oh, I want to tell me about it. Woo. Or maybe it's trying to say, hey, pay attention to me, and I don't know, but either way, right? So we're watching my man out there, like, on the camera for mad long, like, directly across from, like, what could have been an easy help for him, and, oh, dude, it was wild, but, like, we used to watch, like, kids get hurt there all the time doing dumb stuff, but, man, okay. Before we get into the second half, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. Let's take a little breather. Oh no, not the Fresca. I'm out of the Fresca. All right. So, time for second half here. Let's see if I can get some first pack magic out of the second half. I don't know. We might not. We've been going crazy with this set. I'm getting a good enough variety with the big hits I'm getting in these Looster boxes that I feel like I'm really making progress on the master set. That I'm not just, whoa, Regirock EX full art. That looks awesome. And I really feel like I'm not just, you know, doing this for nothing. Okay, let me just put these over here because that's where I was putting them before. Actually, I'll put them down here because we're getting a lot of EXs going on. We might get overrun with EXs depending on what kind of hits we get blessed with. Hoping we get blessed with hits to begin with. Hit with blessed. That's what I was about to say. Like what? Backwards, dude. Come on, pay attention. Don't be silly, Joe. What are you doing? Toad School. Spit Ops. Not what we looking for, man. Although, let me tell you, that Spit Ops card is, yo, off the wall in this set. It looks so good. That like monochromatic black and green, like, oh dude, the hype is real, bro. Like that shit looks so good in person. A Grim Snarl EX, see what I mean? The EX cards, they're coming in like crazy. But dang, dude, like what a great looking card. See what I mean? Like this set, although, and I'm starting to understand like why Team Rocket, like Jesse James are not in this set. It's Scarlet and Violet era. So like you're not going to get them specifically in this set. If we go back to an era where they were in it, right? Like unless I missed it somewhere where Jesse and James were like hidden in these games, because I don't remember it. But you let me know. But yeah, like so unless we go back a little bit to when like they are present, I don't think we're gonna see it, right? But like I dig what we got so far. I dig that. I don't know. I'm assuming Giovanni's just always around, like he always exists. That's kind of the whole point of him being in this, right? Like he's big boss man of Team Rocket, like just like every bad team, Team Skull or whatever, all the different teams, like they all got their like main leader that doesn't ever go anywhere. They're just always existing in the ethos of the Pokemon universe of whatever time they're in. I don't know. But I would like to know, like in the later time of Pokemon, technically, even with the stuff they haven't showed you, what characters still exist, how old they would be, blah, 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 you know? I wonder how that's going to go. Are they going to do something like that in the future? You think they'll ever finally age up and show an old Ash? Really? Like, I don't know, man. I don't think they'll ever do it. They might have. Maybe I missed something. Did I miss something? Did they do it already? I don't know, man. I've been so out of tune with the anime stuff with that. I haven't watched much of the newer stuff. I haven't watched, what is that, Horizons very much or anything. I've tried to watch an episode or two, but I don't know, man. It doesn't, the original cast and crew are just like, nothing beats it, right? Like, they're what's up. I love watching them. I love the class. I even like love, you know, Meowth and Team Rocket and Wobbuffet and all that, like coughing. Like that was just great. Crustle, man, we're getting cooked right now, guys. No big hits, no, not one illustration so far. That's kind of disappointing compared to what we were getting in the first two Looster boxes, because those were like bangers, man, and we got a few illustrations in each. The fact that we haven't gotten any in this, I don't know, man. That's, now that I'm getting like dwindling and I'm coming to the realization of like what's in front of me, this might be a loss. It might have been 2 wins and a loss for the Looster box. This might be it, but we will see. I'm really hoping we pull through a Rabska EX. I would love to see us pull through with a little bit of just some illustration rares, an SIR, something to really save it, because Destined Rivals right now on the 3rd round is losing. That's crazy to think. No illustrations, like that's nuts, man. Craziness right now. We will see. Arcanine, Ekans, dude, we are getting cooked. We don't have many packs left. What are we down to, like 6, 7? Yeah, I think so. All right, we gotta get serious. We gotta go super serial here, guys. You know, I can't be having Destined Rivals disappoint us like that. Not in front of everybody like that. Come on, man. Like, I've been hyping you up, dude. You can't be doing that. That ain't right. It's not cool. I don't appreciate this behavior. I thought we were buds at this point. Like, I thought me and Destined Rivals had formed a bond, an overall agreement, Mewtwo EX, that we would have a good time here opening up the Looster boxes. And that they would always do me a solid. Like, granted, it looks like I'm gonna get the hit rate amount, but like all EX cards, bro, and 2 Pokemon full arts, nah, like that's rather weak for the Looster box, I would say. That's not like a Looster box. They usually don't do us like that. But there is still potential. We have a few packs left. We could get at least one banger. We could get at least one. Or none. But okay, so we're on our last 3 packs, so okay, let's see. Third pack to last magic. Let's see. Electrike. We got something in the back. Probably an EX card. And a Ho-Oh EX. Come on. You're killing me here, bro. This is not real. This is not... We're cooked. We are cooked on this one. Granted, I needed the Mewtwo EX, I believe, for the Master Set. Otherwise, like, we are annihilated. I have, like, all the EX cards. So, clearly, that's not what we're looking for here. And... This is a bad sign. Bad sign. Oh my god, dude. We're getting annihilated. This is our last chance. This is our chance at redemption. Like, what do we do if we don't get a hit? Do we call this one officially cooked on this set? Like, this specific opening? Do we say, hey, look, this third round was a loss? Best 2 out of 3, you know, kind of deal. That's how it works. Technically still a win if it's best 2 out of 3. But man, bro, coughing, Team Rocket's Factory, and a Tyranitar. Oh, dude, we got annihilated on this one. That's crazy. Of course, the luck couldn't be that good, right? So we got 2 full arts. We got the Mewtwo full art, which is great though. But we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 13 hits altogether, but 11 of them are EX cards, and then only 2 full arts on that one. Bro, that was not nearly as good. So I've been speaking highly about Destined Rivals, and we had 2 really good ones and 1 not so hot one. But let me know overall what you guys think. Alakazooted out.